Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Let's go start now. Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins shocked the audience at WWE Wrestlemania 41 in more ways than one. Today, the new Women's Tag Team Champion reacted to the Visionaries' actions from WrestleMania Saturday. In the weeks leading up to WrestleMania 41, many doubted Seth Rollins' involvement, as the story's core focus was around Paul Heyman and his loyalty toward Roman Reigns and CM Punk. However, the unimaginable occurred during the Triple Threat match, as the Wiseman aligned with the Visionary and helped him leave the show with a win over the original Tribal Chief and the Second City Saint. In an exclusive with Sam Roberts and Megan Morant on WrestleMania Recap, Becky Lynch addressed her involvement in Lyra Valkyria's match and why she agreed to team up with the Women's Intercontinental Champion. During this, she reacted to her husband's win and groundbreaking heel turn. What's next for Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins after WWE WrestleMania 41? For months, Becky Lynch stayed away from wrestling and made no appearances for WWE. Many questioned the man's status as a full-time performer after she lost to Liv Morgan in a steel cage match on Raw in May 2024. Her contract subsequently expired in June last year. During her absence, Morgan kept claiming that she had retired Lynch from in-ring competition. However, Big Time Bex returned to the Stamford-based promotion at WrestleMania 41 Night 2 as Lyra Valkyria's partner for the Women's Tag Team title match against Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. In the end, Lynch and Valkyria became the new Women's Tag Team Champions. On Saturday, Seth Rollins made headlines when he did the unthinkable during the Night 1 main event. The Visionary walked out of the event in Las Vegas as the new Paul Heyman guy after defeating Roman Reigns and CM Punk. Both Lynch and Rollins will be in attendance on Monday Night Raw after WrestleMania 41. The man will be in the Women's Tag Team division alongside Valkyria, and the Visionary will likely continue his feud with CM Punk alongside his new advocate in WWE. Akanch is a WWE news writer in Sportskeeda. After getting hooked on professional wrestling in 2008, watching WWE and TNA, he found himself admiring the work ethic and passion of the wrestlers for their craft, the business, and the industry as a whole. With a postgraduate degree in writing and currently pursuing a master's degree in communication, Akanch's knack for writing and love of pro wrestling eventually led him to SK 7 years ago, before he found a permanent place in the division in 2021, initially writing SEO content and transitioning to news in April 2022. He is committed to producing detailed, factual, and unbiased reports free of opinion, which will resonate with both long-term and newer fans. When not writing about pro wrestling, Akanch is engaged in the dynamic worlds of pop culture, anime, and Fortnite. WWE WrestleMania 41 was billed as a night of epic moments, but no one could have predicted the shockwave Seth Rollins would send through the entire wrestling world. In an unforgettable twist, Rollins aligned himself with Paul Heyman, turning heel in a way that fans and insiders are already calling industry-changing. The moment sent social media into a frenzy, but perhaps no reaction was more closely watched than that of Rollins' real-life wife, the man Becky Lynch. Shortly after the dust settled on WrestleMania 41's main event, Becky Lynch took to social media and backstage interviews to share her thoughts on the seismic shift, offering a raw, emotional, and revealing response that gave fans an inside look at how monumental this move truly was, not just professionally but personally. #, proud, shocked, and ready for what's next. In a candid post on X, formerly Twitter, Becky Lynch didn't shy away from expressing her mix of emotions. Greater than proud, shocked, speechless. That's the man I married. Fearless, bold, and never afraid to shake the world. #WrestleMania 41 #Game Changer. Fans were quick to notice the blend of pride and shock in Lynch's tone. In many ways, her reaction mirrored that of the WWE Universe. Awe at Rollins' audacity to completely reinvent himself once again, and excitement for the uncharted future now laid before him. During a backstage interview posted exclusively to WWE's YouTube channel, Lynch elaborated even further. She admitted that even she hadn't been fully aware of Rollins' plans heading into WrestleMania weekend. Greater than look, Seth's always been one to keep his cards close to his chest. Even with me sometimes when it comes to his career. I knew he had something cooking. But teaming up with Paul Heyman? Turning his back on the people who've loved him for so long? That was a shock. Still, despite the betrayal Rollins delivered to the fans, Lynch made it clear that she believes this move will ultimately elevate him to another stratosphere in WWE. Greater than Seth doesn't make small moves. He makes history. And tonight, he didn't just turn heel. He redefined what a heel turn could look like in 2025. Hashtag the Rollins-Heyman Alliance. WWE's new power couple. Paul Heyman, famously associated with historic names like Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns, has now thrown his considerable weight behind Seth Rollins. And it's clear Becky Lynch understands the gravity of that partnership. Greater than Paul Heyman doesn't waste his time. If he's backing Seth, it's because he sees something world-changing in him. Honestly, I do too, Lynch said. The wrestling world was left reeling as Heyman stood beside Rollins, raising his hand high after Rollins delivered a vicious stomp to a fan-favorite babyface in the main event. Names vary depending on the finalized card. But for example, it could have been Cody Rhodes or another top name. This alignment effectively positions Rollins as the most dangerous heel WWE has seen since the height of Roman Reigns' Tribal Chief era, and Becky Lynch acknowledged as much. Greater than people have no idea what's coming. They've seen Seth Rollins dominate before, but with Paul Heyman, this is going to be something none of us have seen, not even me. Hashtag balancing marriage and wrestling rivalry. Fans have long loved watching Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins support each other while maintaining their own independent careers. But with Rollins now embracing a darker side, some have wondered how it will affect their public and private dynamics. In her interviews, Lynch remained steadfast that their personal relationship remains strong, but she didn't shy away from teasing some inevitable on-screen tension. Greater than we're both fierce competitors. If Seth starts causing chaos that spills into my world, he knows I won't just sit back and smile about it. I'll do what I always do, fight, she said with a grin. This playful warning set off fan speculation that WWE could eventually weave their real-life marriage into storyline, especially if Rollins' new persona crosses paths with Lynch's ongoing arc. Greater than WrestleMania was Seth's night, but tomorrow's a new day. If his new empire starts stepping on mine, you can bet your last dollar I'll come swinging. Hashtag social media buzz. Becky Lynch's post goes viral. Within minutes of Becky Lynch's initial post, her comments were trending worldwide. WWE superstars past and present chimed in, praising her honesty and applauding the massive risk Rollins had taken. Names like Trish Stratus, Kevin Owens, and even John Cena offered comments of admiration for both Rollins and Lynch for navigating such a complex moment, both professionally and personally. Meanwhile, fans flooded Lynch's page with everything from heartfelt support to humorous memes, imagining Lynch storming into Rollins and Heyman's new villainous faction, armed with a steel chair and her signature smirk. Hashtag what's next for Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins? As of WrestleMania 41's fallout, the future seems electrifyingly unpredictable for both Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins. Rollins, with Heyman in his corner, appears destined for a dominating reign of terror over WWE's landscape. Early reports suggest he could be targeting not just titles, but the very fabric of WWE's storytelling structure, redefining what it means to be a main event villain. For Becky Lynch, the reaction only reaffirms her reputation as one of wrestling's most genuine and compelling voices, someone who isn't afraid to show vulnerability while still projecting strength. Fans eagerly await whether she will remain a supportive force standing beside Rollins, become an unexpected adversary, or carve an entirely new path for herself as WWE's top female competitor. Whatever happens next, one thing is clear. WrestleMania 41 didn't just change Seth Rollins' career. It shook the entire industry. And Becky Lynch, true to form, is standing tall in the middle of it all, ready for the next fight.